Ladies, the good news is we are in the home stretch of this final production number in your show. We just finished up all of the instructional pieces and the demonstration for your dance break. So we really are. There is light at the end of the tunnel. We are almost at the end. This next section is going to be a little bit tough to kind of demonstrate. I think it might be easiest if I show Reno's moves because she is centered in this formation for this next series of moves. There's not a lot of blocking if you remember. This is kind of where we do the London Bridge arms where the arms come up, they come down, and then the front two bring their arms up and over, and we get into position for our next kick line. So that is the point that we are at right now in the song. This is right where the singing for Reno comes back in, and she says, I miss the east side, the west side, the north side, and the south side. Okay, she is going to reach her hand first on east side. She grabs onto Laura, I believe is the person on her right. On east side, we're grabbing on side. Then we go to the left, the west side, who I believe is Maggie right here. The arms come up on the north side. Okay, the only reason why we need to get the arms up on north instead of side is because the two that have snuck around to the back, which are Liddell and Denise, they need to be able to get under and grab their hands on the next side. So they're just going to kind of sneak back as we grab the hands here, arms come up, and then come down, and then we freeze as Liddell and Denise grab hands and bring the hands up and over on, I miss the east side, the west side, the north side, and the boom, south side. So the arm movement should be almost, if not totally completed, up behind Reno's head before south side. Okay? The last time that we say the word, or we hear the word side, Liddell is grabbing onto Maggie's hand, and Denise is grabbing onto Laura's hand. That is after, boom, south side. On that last side is where the final couple of people connect, and we are now totally connected here for our kick line. Okay? This one, because we are in the last kind of, the last little chunk of our music, we've got 16 counts to do a full-blown kick line. I think we decided in one of the last rehearsals to add a hop here, and that is fine. For both these kicks and the kicks that happened in our mini kick line in the dance break, if we can at least get the legs to hip level, that would be great. That's kind of a good unifying height if we can all aim for hip level. If in the next couple of weeks you're feeling really stretched out and feeling saucy and you want to go a little bit higher and aim for a little bit bigger angle there, that would be great. But as long as we can get the majority of the people to the same height, that would be wonderful. So we are now all connected here after east side, the west side, the north side, and then the front two people go boom, south side. We are now all connected at the end of that section into this final little part. So take me back to Manhattan, that dear old dirty town. Okay, that is the last 16 counts here of this particular section before we have this little tag ending. We're all connected, and we have 16 counts for that kick line. This one's just step, hop, step, kick, step, etc. for 16 counts. 5, 6, step with the right foot first and go. Right, up, 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 up. Okay? Keeping the legs, like I said, at about hip level, if we can, just because, again, this is a repetitive step, especially if we can get our feet pointed on those kicks. For some proper dance technique, that would be great. You don't have a lot of time here to go from the knee, so we'll just kick it from the hip, and away we go. So for those 16 counts, that is your kick line. We're now ready for this little tag ending. take me back, oh, take me back. Take me back, yeah, I wanna go back, is where we're at the music. It's kind of a, like a call and response kind of between the Angels and Reno. We drop our hands, so we kind of all disconnect here from our kick line. The two Angels on Reno's left, which are Denise and Maggie, this is where we orbit. They're going to stick together and cross in front of her for 8 counts and take the spot of the two Angels that are on Reno's right. The two Angels on Reno's right, which are Laura and Liddell, they are going to take off and come around here behind Reno and take the spot of the Angels that were on the left in 8 counts. So both pairs of Angels take off at the same time. Stay together. Stay as much shoulder to shoulder here as you can. And this is a section because we are singing that I want to do the best that we can to keep our shoulders and our faces out to the audience. Okay? So it requires just a little bit of thinking ahead, a little bit of maybe some extra rotation just to make sure, again, that we don't completely turn away from the audience. So for those first two that, the pair that are on her left, we orbit to the right for 8 counts, and it's just a simple walk. Walk, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Whoop! I went out of your screen, sorry. So we go for 8 to get onto Reno's right side. We then continue, don't stop. Once you kind of hit that mark in 8 counts where we've taken over each other's spots, we then continue the orbit. So Laura and Liddell are going to continue to walk, and this time though they're going to cross in front of Reno as Denise and Maggie go behind. So we don't stop here on 8, keep going. 5, 6, go back to your spots. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay? For those pair that are on her right, we are going to cross behind first, take over that spot on her left in 8, continue the orbit in the front, and then we end up back in the spots as we started. 5, 6, here we go, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, keep going. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, I went out of your screen again. Okay? So, following the full kick line for 16 counts is another 16 counts of that orbit. You take over each other's spot in 8 counts. You continue to orbit around as a couple, ending back how you started. So it would end with Reno staying in the middle, Denise and Maggie on her left, excuse me, with Liddell and Laura on her right. As that little orbit is happening, again, Reno is kind of really ripping it. She's rocking it out here in the middle, and you're just going to kind of give me a little step in place if you want. If you want to throw some snaps, whatever you kind of feel, you're just going to rock it out. You're not going to travel because you're our pivot point here as we orbit around you. But you can really gesture and kind of give me some stationary moves as you feel, Reno, for 16 counts there. So let's try that orbit. 5, 6, 7, here we go. Cross. 1, 2, 3, oh, take me back. Take me back. Yeah, I want to go back to mine. Okay, so by to mine, we have completed the orbit. We're back in our starting positions, and we're ready to finish up the ending. We're going to step on